Alright, welcome back to the Haunted Beard. My name is Jake, and we are continuing through the VHS series. We are on part 3, VHS Viral, and oh boy. This one is a complete mess, so let's get into it. This one has only 3 segments. It is the shortest one out of the series. It's like barely 80 minutes. And 3 segments. I usually don't talk about like the first segment that's kind of like the introductory or whatever. I won't spend too much time talking about it. It's kind of a larger portion than what the other ones are, and it's just a disaster. The editing it keeps doing this like glitchy, staticky editing. The editing is just every 10 seconds, and the editing is just a complete mess. It's just a nightmare. Um, I don't even totally understand how it really introduces us to the clips that we're watching, because they're no longer taped, right? It's viral, right? So it's supposed to be, the internet, and so I guess it doesn't really make sense how it introduces us to the videos, but nevertheless, the introductory that portion of the movie is just a complete mess. But anyways, let's get into the 3 segments. So the first one is called Dante the Great. This is about a magician who happens to find a cloak that actually gives him magical powers, and he turns bad very quickly. This one is, man, they've completely just, it's like they've almost tossed the whole found footage idea just completely, you know, they just tossed it off the boat. This is like a faux documentary mixed in with like news footage, mixed in with some like found footage, mixed in with like other stuff. There was multiple points throughout this segment where I was like, who is this? Who is recording this? Where is this coming from? Who's got the camera? Where is the camera? What's going on? This one is decent. It's probably the best of the 3, which really isn't saying much. It's a guy who the cloak has magical power, gives him actual magic abilities, but it needs to be fed. So he like will throw the cloak on people and it'll kill them. So to like keep it appeased, so we can keep using it. Basically, turns into like a superhero. Performances are not great. The dialogue and the writing is not great. It's just there's a couple decent I guess effects, kind of. This is just going to be a rough one, guys. I'm just letting you know. This is probably the bright spot of the lot, and it's all right. I'm going to give this one like a 4. So it has kind of a cool idea. It's not that great. The next one is called Parallel Monsters, and this is this guy basically builds a portal to a parallel universe where he sees himself. So it's like he's in his basement, this portal opens up, a door opens up, and there he is too on the other side, and they decide to cross over. Pretty cool idea, kind of introducing a sci-fi element to it. This one has a cool concept, it has potential, but it's all wasted. They don't really do anything cool. They could have done something really cool with the idea, but they just waste it. I mean, I won't get into it too much, but it's not interesting what they choose to do to pull it off. The kind of the ending is just weird and bizarre in not a good way. It's just not that good. It's just not that good. So all right, let's go to the last one. As far as a grade for this one, I feel like a 3.5 out of 10. The last one is, if it could get any worse, it unfortunately does. It's called Bone Storm. This one is just a bummer, and it's a disappointment because the guys who directed this are Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, who I think are some of the better directors working in horror right now. I've seen a few of their movies, really liked all of them. I think they're pretty talented. I think their movies are quite good. But this is just a complete misfire. It's about these skateboarders who end up crossing the border into Tijuana. They awaken some sort of curse where these demonic sort of skeleton zombies start attacking them while they're skateboarding. The acting is not great. The dialogue and the writing is just not great. The editing again is just a mess. It's not scary. It's not really interesting. It kind of becomes like this video game. There's just like these waves of these like sort of zombie skeletons, and they just start killing them with like their skateboard and stuff like that. It's like, what in the world is going on? It's just not good. It's just not good. I got really nothing out of it. I got pretty much nothing out of the entire movie. I can't really think of really any sort of redeeming qualities. Yeah, this one's a mess. I knew there was a reason why I skipped this one. I've seen the other three in this series prior to doing this review, so this is my first time watch for VHS Viral. I remember seeing the reviews when it came out, and I was like, I'm gonna skip it. But came back, wanted to do this review series. I knew there was a reason I skipped it, and yeah, this one you just skip it. It's not good. So overall, I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 10 for VHS Viral, and I expect this to be the one and only time I ever watch this. So that wraps up that, but there is one more segment left, VHS 94 coming next, so stay tuned.